Happy Wednesday. It is Tracy coming to you live from Golden Dog Adventure Company headquarters. I hope you're having a great day. I am here today with Ashley Clark of You and Your Dog Training and Services. She is our featured expert for April. How are you, Ashley?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Doing good. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you taking time out just to give our community a little bit of a look at what is coming up for the month.
Well, we are heading into April. It is April Fool's, but it's not that exactly, right? So we know it's spring and it's not snowing. So what are we experiencing outside? Everything.
Yeah.
So this month is really looking at the factor of chaos and bringing it back to calm. And looking at allostatic load, where we have a lot of stressors that build up in our system. Now, real quickly before I go into that, just to give a little quick background on myself. So as some of you know, my name is Ashley Clark. I'm the owner of You and Your Dog Training and Services. And I've been dog training for over 15 years. And as the years have built, I have more so than not taken on cases that I didn't originally plan on doing when I entered dog training as a profession. So as it is now, the dogs that I work with range from puppies to adults, high energy dogs, active dogs that just want to do sports, to the dog that's fearful of its own shadow. So I do have a lot of diversity in who I work with, but when it comes to dogs, what they all have, and us included, is a nervous system. So I really like to geek out on the science behind behavior and understanding why the dog is doing what they're doing. And that really feeds into what this month is about. And so understanding when we talk about regulation systems within the body and the internals and what's taking place, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I am a dog trainer. And my mission is to really help people and help the dog. And that's why my business is called You and Your Dog, because everything that we do channels down that leash, but also in that too, in ways that we can have better skills to help ourselves. And if we can help ourselves, it helps the dog, no matter what.
Yeah, agreed. And as Ashley was mentioning, I'm trying to work my controls here. We do have our first pop-up talk coming up with her on April 9th. It will be in our Zoom room. It's called From Chaos to Connection, Emotional Regulation for You and Your Dog. Well, you will learn a little bit more about that whole nervous system regulation that Ashley was talking about. Ashley, do you want to talk a little bit more to the benefits that people will take away from joining us on that day?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the big key takeaways, first and foremost, is to remember that we are animals. So my job is to really help all animals that will be here, which is both dog and human, and to have ability to really see the dog, but to reflect on ourselves and to learn techniques that, whether it be leash holding, whether it be breathing exercises, to really see the dog's whispers, when we see them regulated to maybe starting to become dysregulated. And we say dysregulated, I'm not saying everything is bad. It's really where the dog is connected with us in the think and learn zone to when they start to tip over into the infamous arousal. And so what I want for people in takeaway is to appreciate how we can further connect with the dogs by first grounding ourselves. And if we can ground ourselves, it absolutely helps the dog have better connection and feel and predictability. So we don't know how to gather ourselves when the oh crap moment happens. It tends to channel right to the dog. And they are more sensitive to our energy levels than I think we give them credit for. Some of us can really appreciate it, but it really is interesting to see just how much literally softening your shoulders and breathing can do for the dog to then themselves take a breath. So what I really want to help everyone do and hopefully enjoy are various ways and techniques to really further connect with the dog when things feel like they're spiraling, and ways to bring them back to planet Earth with us and to continue that communication together.
Yeah, and that'll be perfect because that sets us up too for the official club adventure happening on April 26th, Connected in Motion, Building Calm, Confidence, and Communication in the Real World, where I know you're going to help us put what we've learned in the pop-up talk to practice. And I know this will be at your training facility in New Boston. Do you want to talk a little bit about what people could expect at that activity?
Well, you can expect, number one, to be out in the country and outside. So if you can imagine the end of April, we don't have the mayflies yet. Excellent. But we have thriving distractions of birds and worms and everything. So we have a big field where we all gather, and we give nice spacing between the dogs, and we'll be doing rotations between teams so everyone can be part of it at the air quotes same time. But what you're going to have is outside distractions. And I will always say to folks is that when they feel that something is easy, where the dog is like, yes, I'm getting this, the person's like, yes, this makes sense, then I can say, awesome, let's increase the criteria. So ways to curate distractions, to curate healthy arousal, and to bring back that connection point. So the outside world itself has a lot of unpredictable variety. So in that, I usually tell folks is that when we do training setups out in the field, I have my set plan, but also then the neighbor dog starts barking, and what do we do to help the dogs come back to that emotional regulation in ourselves as well? So it will be outside. And with that being said, as we all probably know at this point, the outside world itself is providing a lot more chaos that we forgot about when the snow was on the ground.
Yeah, and you have such a great space immersed in nature there. So I know you've told us all kinds of stories of all kinds of good things that you've seen in and around your property. So, it's like a chaotic environment in a controlled space. And that's what I love about your location, because some different things might happen and you're giving people the equipment and the tools and the resources they need to help their dogs deal with those situations. So that'll be fantastic. And then what we'll do is we will round out the month for our members at the Ask the Expert session on April 30th. Now, the pop-up talk and the official club adventure are open to Golden Dog Club members and not yet members. There are tickets available for both of those, but the Ask the Expert session, which happens at the end of the month, is specifically for our members, where they get a chance to round back with Ashley and ask questions on what they've learned. Ask questions as it relates to dog training, get additional resources, and learn a little bit more about Ashley and how she helps people and dogs. So all of that information can be found at goldendognh.com. Just click on adventures to get a list of everything coming up for the month. And you will be able to join us if this is something that you are interested in. And I'm excited too, Ashley, because you are one of the trainers that's further down into southern New Hampshire. We don't tend to get down there too often. But we do have a lot of events planned down that way, just because you are our anchor for the month down there. So it'll be great to get, I'm sure the weather down in southern New Hampshire is much better than up here.
You don't have any snow.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I still have a little bit. So I'm looking forward to going to no snow. Unfortunately, the ice cream place that we usually frequent will not be open, but we will have a great experience nonetheless. I'm really looking forward to it. So, again, join us at the pop-up talk on April 9th, where we're going to start everything and get a better chance to learn about Ashley. We did also post in the community today so that you can learn a little bit more about her. And I know Ashley will be engaging there too as her time allows, so that you can get to learn a little bit more about her. So Ashley, before we part ways, anything additional you want to tell our community?
That they're not alone. When it comes to this time of year, everyone's like, what happened to my dog? It is everyone. It's not just one person. We are in this together. Absolutely.
Well, and just everything that's coming alive in the senses of dogs and people is just like, ooh, 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 squirrel moments everywhere. So we'll help reel that in with Ashley this month. Well, thanks, Ashley. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great month. I appreciate you taking time today to give us a little bit of a preview of what's coming up, and we'll see you on the 9th.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.